Tonight we go Schlafly and a look at their hop trial Ella. Hey, what's happening everybody? Rod J back in to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Tonight I'm taking a look at one from Schlafly, which is a brewery out of St. Louis, Missouri. And this is a look at their Ella, which was part of their hop trial series. Now, the hop trial series that they actually work with at Schlafly is they release, it seems like, it'll be going to the third year this year if they do it again. 2016, they came out with a special 12-pack with 4 different beers that were all single malted and single hopped. Last year in 2017, they did it again, and this was Ella that was part of that pack there. And then the other 3 hops, I'll be sharing those also going forward here in a little bit. But anyway, this special seasonal 12-pack is done. Basically designed to try to give more of an impact so you can actually pick up what the hop is supposed to be like. So a nice little experiment they're doing. This one actually comes in at 45 IBU listed right there, 6.5%. Gives you some nice details on the bottle as well, written there on the front. I don't know if that'll focus in where you can see that, but it tells you the hop was actually of origin in Australia. It gives you a breakdown kind of on the brewer notes of the hops and kind of a floral type flavor. And then nothing really else on the backside. But let's go ahead and get this one done. The style on this one is actually a golden ale. Let's go ahead and see how this one pans out. So the first year they released it in 2016, it was 4 different hops. This one is another 4. And I believe from what I was reading, they have like 104 different hops at their disposal. So who knows what they'll do for this year if they do it again. But there's the look at the beer. Nice golden straw color. When you get a light behind it, you definitely catch a lot of the illumination taking place. See if you can pick up some of the bubble action there. Nice head on it that is pretty much white head. It is dissipating though, so it is breaking down at a pretty good pace. It's not going to go down all at one point, but it is starting to break down. It does have a nice aroma on it. You do get the floral notes that you expect to get from this hop. You do pick up some of the sweetness from the malts there as well. It's got a nice little bit of an earthy tone to it as far as it tastes. Taste-wise, it's got a very nice flavor to it. You get a nice, refreshing, crisp feel. You get the idea that this can actually be a nice one to have on a nice warm day. I'm getting a nice little tingling in the mouth from the flavor of the beer. I'm getting a lot of little cheek action taking place. It's got a little bit of a semi-dryness there. Carbonation sits really nice. Could easily chug through this thing. Very quaffable. A little bit of a astringent type feel in there. But overall, a nice, pleasant type beer. As far as anything that comes through on the mouth from the hops or from the malts, you have a little bit of a sweetness in there, but nothing like overly sweet. A nice light to medium body. You can really see the head down to about a half a finger. But we are getting some nice lacing there on the glass as well. Has a nice smooth finish on it. Really goes nice from the initial to that finish area and leaves a nice duration of the flavor, so a pretty decent tasting one. Now, as far as with the Ella hop, I was going to say with this one, I'm not as familiar with it. I haven't used it for anything that I've ever brewed or seen it around as much, but it does have that nice presence to it. Now, one of the things they also note on here is that with this hop, you get zesty or grapefruit tropical notes, only beginning to describe the versatile Australian beauty reminiscent of noble European varieties. Not getting as much of the floral out of this one. You get, I mean, not the floral, but the tropical, the citrus, you get a little bit there, but it's not overpowering. It's not like some of the ones that we see with some of the American pale ales or IPAs. But it is a little bit of there. You do get that grapefruit feel, which these also, to part of that, I think, astringent type feel in there. But definitely a nice one to check out. Now, these are not available for individual sale, like it tells you on the label right there. It does come only in their specialty 12 packs. So the next one will come out probably this year towards the summer. So I think these come out usually around July and August. if you happen to see it out there, maybe check it out, pick it up. It'll be interesting to see what 4 hops they come back with this year. But if you get Schlafly, you should see it hit shelves somewhere towards the end of summer. At least when they did it in 2016, that's when they released it at that time. And when I picked these up, it was at the end of summer as well. And actually, the beer is held very nicely over time. So there you have it. I'll put the ratings down in the description. But thanks again for swinging by to check out another video. As always, keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. So get your beer on. Cheers.